Hello, guys. Welcome back to No For Real Podcast.
Hello.
We have a guest.
It's me.
It's my friend Maya.
Hi, everybody.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Maya. I'm so excited to be here. I actually just found out I was the first guest.
Yes, she is.
Yes. I'm thrilled to the moon about it.
We
love
are
these
too,
girls.
honestly.
I love them so much, and this is going to be a great episode. So grab a snack and get ready.
Mm-hmm. How are
She's
you?
the main host.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
We're very
You need to be
excited,
looking
yes.
there if you're watching.
No.
If you're not watching, you're missing a lot. Maya's
You
so
are?
gorgeous.
Oh,
She's beautiful. She's an
You
angel.
are a stunning
Thank you,
human
baby.
being, and you are beyond. It's my first time meeting her, actually, you guys.
In person.
In
yeah.
real life, better than cameras. Gorgeous.
Stop.
And this one, she just always looks like
Thank
this. What
you.
you see on Instagram is real life. It's
No.
Exactly.
No,
But
no,
thank
it
you.
is. It is.
Sure, I wake up like this.
I bet you do.
Mm.
And it
Yes.
works.
Yeah.
Because it's Thoraya.
Sure. I just do this and then it's all on my face.
I love controlling that Middle Eastern hair. I know is a war in itself.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Every day.
don't
I
know
love it
how.
though. I'm not complaining. I love the thick hair. I love the dark hair. I love it.
Do you know I
Creased.
thinned my what? You
It is
creased?
creased.
What do you mean greased?
It's not like creased hair.
Oh, creased.
Creased,
Oh, I thought you
yeah.
said greased.
No,
Wait, what is creased?
like the texture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know how when you
It's not soft.
like you
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's
I
just
get
not
I
soft.
get it.
I thinned my hair
Uh-huh.
a little too many times. I did it once and I was really really into it, so I kept going back to do it, and now it's too thin. So now if I
But for a long hair, your hair is not thin.
I
Your
want
hair
to
is
chop
not
it.
thin.
Yeah.
No, if I blow dry it like Thoraya, if I make it straight, it's like
Oh, that's true.
thick, and then it's like it almost looks like extensions. So now I'm in this hair care journey.
Yeah.
I've never done that before because I've never had to, because I've had so much hair on my head all the time, and now I'm like, where did all my hair go? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
This happens, honestly. I
Yeah.
feel like my hair is seasonal. Sometimes it's thicker and sometimes it's not as thick, you know?
really,
And then every time I get a haircut, it just feels thicker. So I
It
just try to
does.
cut my hair every 2 months. So I'm like, in the summertime.
really,
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't dyed it or bleached it or touched it in a really long time, but I'm feeling like it's the season for change. I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know. I always go back to black. Your natural always looks best on you, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks really good on you.
Thank
Like
you.
I can't imagine both of you guys with like a lighter color, but I feel like darker looks really good.
Yeah, I
on
feel
you.
like
tried
it's
it.
just sharper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it looks the best. I tried it in high school. For whoever possessed me, I wanted to be blonde. With these eyebrows, I wanted to be blonde, but I didn't want to touch my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Because the second you dye or touch your eyebrows, it's never the same.
Yeah.
So with these black block eyebrows, and I tried, and it was like, the blonde wasn't taking. It was like really fighting with my. It looked a mess. It looked botched. So I had to just go back to black.
Natural.
And I'm happy. Yeah, I like
Exactly.
it. It's always the best.
You know, guys, this is their first time meeting in person, but I feel like they already know each other for some reason because I talk about Maya with Yasmin and I talk about Yasmin with Maya sometimes. It's not a lot, but they definitely know of each other. And I feel like on social media, because I've posted with both of them, so they kind of know each other. And it's kind of weird to me that I'm looking at this and it
Yeah.
feels normal.
Like,
It doesn't feel like, oh my God, they just met, you know?
You like I would have to say that I'm very like shy, and Thoraya knows that. Like at first I wouldn't talk much. but
Honestly, you
I
act shy,
got-
but I know you're not shy.
like no, I guess that's what shy is. Like it takes you time to
Yeah.
like start talking to people, but I feel like very comfortable talking
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you. That
that's
makes
great.
me so happy. I
Really?
just feel like it's anybody I meet who's Middle Eastern immediately. I'm just like, this is my
Clicking.
family. I'm safe. I can do
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. I don't know. Like
I'm not like that.
no. When we first met, it felt like that. It
True.
felt like I knew you forever.
But I also felt more comfortable with you. You were like very opening. You had conversations to talk about. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like you try to connect.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
the surface level.
Like unforgettable. Honestly, I met her once and I never forgot about her.
That's
And I swear,
So cute.
she was
That is
very
so
memorable.
sweet.
So yeah,
I met you. Crew was the 1st time. Oh,
a long
leave
time
that.
ago. It was like
Censor
3
that.
years ago.
Yeah, it was when I was in high school and
Seriously?
college. I did social media marketing and management for other businesses in Houston.
Yeah.
And one of them was this day spa, and we needed to bring in influencers and stuff like that. And Thoraya was one of the ones I reached out to.
True.
She came in. Oh my God, I was like, we're like sisters.
Yeah.
She smelt amazing. She looked like this
you.
Victoria's Secret angel walking through the door. I was like,
you.
Always does.
who is
Thank
this
you.
woman?
Thank you.
And we talked about everything. I mean, she was supposed to be getting this. What was it? It was some like toning.
Yeah, it's like Cairo something.
Cryo.
Cryo. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a relaxing session. I yapped her ear off the entire time.
I was
wouldn't-
entertained.
I wouldn't let her breathe. I was like, "Where did you get this from? Oh my God, what do you do?"
I was
How
so
long-"
happy.
We were just, and it was. I never forgot you from that day. I ran home. I told Bilal all
Same.
about you. I was just like, this is something.
I was obsessed with her eyes and her eyebrows. I was mesmerized every time she speaks. I'm like,
It's crazy to me you feel this way because you're the most stunning person I've ever
Oh,
seen in my
thank you.
life. And your
Thank
eyes
you.
are this beautiful almond.
guys, I'm shy now.
I love that y'all are saying the most things that y'all kind of share together. So like big dark
Probably,
eyes, dark-
honestly,
like,
probably.
literally.
Yeah. I'm happy if someone thinks we look related by any means.
Same.
I'm happy.
Me
I'm
too.
Like, that's a I've done
Sure.
it. I can go home now.
See,
It makes me happy. I love it.
I don't mind it.
It's all a blessing. It's just Sorry, go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, we do have a topic today. We weren't just gonna chit chat.
Yeah.
We want to talk about loyalty. It can be loyalty within yourself, loyalty to friends, family, your things, your pets, everything, honestly. And I'm excited about this. I feel like this is our first time talking about loyalty on this podcast.
It is the first time.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I have my first question for you guys. What do you feel most loyal to? Is it things or people?
I feel the most loyal to my family.
Yeah.
There is nothing like family.
Yeah.
Especially to me in my life and how close I am to my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't have anybody else in this world but my family, I'm fine. Like, I don't
Exactly.
need anything. I don't need anyone. I have
Yeah.
my family and that's it.
Yeah.
But things, no, I don't feel things.
No.
I feel like I'm sentimental about certain things but only things connected to my family. If my
Gotcha.
mom gives me jewelry or a purse, it's
You
like
feel
with
like
me.
it's something very
yeah,
sentimental.
it's forever.
Yeah.
But nothing else. Like everything else can go and I'm fine.
Yeah, I love that. It's the
I-
perfect answer, but I know it's true because I know. I
Yeah.
I watch
love-
her on her stories, and I know family's number one.
On your stories, like the whole work that Bilal has been doing and like how you support him,
It's beautiful.
it's very beautiful, and I feel like that's how you can value or know how people are internally with themselves. Like if you feel like they're giving their all to their family, which is number one for everyone.
True.
But if they're not, then there is something that tells me that they're not going to be loyal towards you as well. Like
Yeah.
family is number one to me too.
Yeah.
But I also have to have like a couple of friends who are around me that I am very loyal to and I
Yeah.
trust.
I feel like if you cannot be loyal to your family, it's very hard that
be
you're going to
loyal to
be
anyone
loyal to
else.
strangers.
True.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's one of the red flags that a lot of people need to pay attention to. It's like, wait, you're not loyal to your family? Like, how's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I built this very strong bond with my family. Growing up, I was very, it makes me happy that you think you can connect to me immediately because growing up, I always tried to connect with my peers and it didn't work. I felt like personality wise, I don't want to say I was like more mature than them. I just feel like I had a different set of values and morals than everybody, and it just wasn't working. So I would be friends with people 2 grades above me or teachers or X, Y, and Z and have regular conversations. And like, And it just is. And I tried for so many years to put my loyalty into my friends.
Yeah.
You know, oh, this girl is my age. She's nice and pretty and I want to be friends with her. Let me, you know, be a ride or die for her right off the bat of knowing her. And every
Honestly, I feel like, yes, family is like that, but you can find friends like that too. You just have to feel your inner feelings, like trust your guts with people. I feel like every time I meet somebody, it's my guts that tell me if they're good or not. And sometimes I just play around and don't believe my guts. I'm like, come on, you're not really giving them a chance. You know what I mean? You're just being protective. And time into, because like I'm loyal to my time, you know what I mean? It's not just people. I'm loyal to myself. I know what I want. I know where I want to spend my time and who to invest into. So picking people is part of that mission, you know, is being loyal to my time and my energy, basically.
You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. And
Totally.
as I got older, even though I'm still like a little child, but
I mean, every day you get older. If you think about it, every day is a lesson.
it's just I feel like I'm still 17, but you never.
I feel you.
It's you just don't feel like your age.
I
You're
love
like,
that.
What do you mean?
You do feel like you're 17 and that's it.
Yeah,
You are.
and you'll feel 17 forever.
Yeah.
I just oh my gosh, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I was just.
I was saying that you pick people around you, and you're saying that it's very important to have a good circle that fits you. You know what I mean? It's not just like
you
anybody.
You have to have a really good supportive circle of people around you who are happy for your wins and sad for your losses.
So true.
And no evil eye energy. And I feel like, especially since high school, since I got out of that phase of like trying to be friends with everybody and trying to connect with everybody, I really am. I have, and I don't feel like this is bad to say, I have very high standards for friendships in my life.
Best thing that
I don't
you
think
can
it's a
do
bad
for
thing to
yourself.
say.
Yeah.
With the way I work these days and the way my life is going, like I have a vision for my life and I know the type of people who will fit into that and who won't. And I'm happy to be acquaintances, but if I'm really going to let you in and if I'm really going to be loyal to you and put the energy into your friendship, like I want to feel like you would do it 110% back.
As you should.
Yeah. So I don't, but I also have a very strong intuition. So the second I meet you, I know it. I feel like I know what you're all about. And I haven't been wrong yet.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be somebody one day who proves me wrong. But
True.
so far, I'm very trust my gut
True.
when I meet people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was great when I met you.
Yeah.
Instant
me too.
connection. And you as well.
I never thought I was going to see you again. I just never forgot about you. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I still thinking about this person? Out of nowhere. Like, honestly, la, 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 and then you. And I'm like,
connection.
I
though,
didn't
you
know. I didn't
like on
know.
a deeper level, you feel
Yeah.
connected to the person,
Yeah.
and you feel like it's not a surface level shit. Like there's some deeper things that you can guys talk about
Yeah.
for hours, and you never get bored of that person. You know.
true.
So it's always like you always remember the
Yeah, she
the
made me
person.
like the place.
I
Honestly.
really,
She did.
Oh my, that makes me so happy. I remember when we met, I was 17, 18 maybe.
You were very young.
I was very young.
You seriously don't look the same.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you like?
you look gorgeous, like even more gorgeous.
You're
yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. I feel like from that time, you know how they say women as you get older, like you don't even recognize yourself from a
Yeah.
couple years ago. I
so
feel
true.
that way for real.
And I love it. I personally love it. I feel like it is a different life. I should
Yeah.
look different.
Yeah. No, I don't feel the same. I don't think the same. I don't act the same. Like I truly feel like I'm a completely different person
Yeah.
than when we first met, hopefully for the better. But I just feel stronger in myself, like about everything in my life, which is good.
Yeah.
But I remember when we first met, I was so young And I thought the same thing. I said, I'm never going to see her again. Like, you're older than me. Like, you might think I'm crazy because I talked to you the entire freaking time. And
I was talking to.
we were chatting, but then when she was leaving, I was like, oh my God, was this one of those, like, you're just courtesy replying to all my questions? Or like, were you really having fun?
I was having fun.
And I was so excited for the next time I see you. And then thank God, Bilal and everything.
She contacted me about Bilal out of nowhere. She's like, are you free to take him? And I was seriously doubting. I was like, should I refer him or not? I swear.
Really?
And it was like, I'm so happy that I did not, because I
would understand Bilal, and
Yeah.
you would understand, you honestly feel like part of my family.
Yeah.
Like me, you and Bilal feel like my little,
I can understand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I felt like understood, and I was able to understand what he wanted, what
Yeah.
he was looking for, the vibe. I feel like the vibe is like, you can't speak it. It's just the vibe.
but you understood. And
Yeah.
I felt like somebody who was, for those of you who don't know, my brother his name is Bilal. We would talk about him a lot. He's an interior designer, content creator, and he has his own business.
So cool.
It's really cool.
Montrose
I've
is
never
so
been.
You
lucky.
And I
have to
would
come.
love to.
You have to
And I
come.
was telling Thoraya that I would.
I'm
one day.
seriously always in that
It
area.
looks
Always.
amazing.
We just got all of our new inventory because everything was selling out, thank God. But we just
Seriously,
got
the
a
cutest
bunch.
stuff, the weirdest things, honestly. And I love strange things, you know?
Yeah. It's like
It's so
unique
nice.
objects.
Yes,
But
unique.
the newest stuff, I think you'd like it a lot
Very
more.
classy, unique, different. I mean, definitely Montrose, Houston area.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
I love
makes me
it.
so happy. We
I love
really
it.
work very hard to me who we started this journey with and the energy we had around, and I always felt you had clean energy. And
Thank
I
you.
always, like, I was just like, we have to have you
Yeah.
help us get our dream space and the start of all of this, because we're never going to forget it.
Yeah.
You're always going to be a part of our story, and I love that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
It makes me happy.
Me too.
Sorry, we get like, I talk to her for hours. We're in love
It's
with
because
each
we
other.
also never also see each other face to face. Like, yes, we know a lot about each other because we're watching each other on social media, but we're not sitting down and having conversations to a
Hanging
point
out,
that we're
yeah.
like, oh my God, I know everything
Yeah.
about you. Come on, leave, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like that. Me and Sim, I'm like, bro, sometimes you can
Sick of
just
each
be
other.
quiet. Like, seriously, we're like,
get tired of each other. Sometimes we don't say a single word.
I swear.
We're just like,
But
she's
that's
driving and I'm
good.
sitting right next to her, and that's it. Going different directions, not communicating
But
at
that's
all.
good. If you can sit and be silent with somebody and still,
Yeah.
like, have a great relation, that's good. That's
Yeah,
never.
no, it's crazy because out of nowhere we just like look at each other and we start just like talking very passionately about some random shit. So it's
I love
just,
it.
just like that.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
even though, like, me and her never thought we were going to be friends. We never even liked each other.
Yeah, I hate
Really?
the hell out of her.
Why? Let's
She
go
was
down that. I'm
bossy.
just kidding.
Honestly, I had no
they
reasons.
know.
I was just like, she's so different. I cannot relate to this person. What the hell?
You guys have
That's
different.
mean as hell.
Yeah, I know. I swear. I know. I'm just mean.
I just did not like her when we were kids because she was bossy. But you saying that's just
Yeah, I mean, because like
What's
I
that?
met you I was 19 when I met you again here in the States.
I don't know, baby girl, but
Yeah.
you're making it sound
Yeah,
like
I was like,
she's
oh my
you.
God, I have to go and sit down with this family. Honestly, I was so mean.
You are a tough
And now they're
cookie.
like my family because they were my family. You know, I just
Yeah,
didn't
I
see
was-
them
I was
Yeah.
looking
for like
forward
5
to
years.
meeting your sister and your brother actually because it's like
It's-
family.
I know,
but
I
you
know.
no.
I know.
I swear to God,
I know
was
it's a mutual.
Like, fuck,
Uh-oh.
like, I really don't want to.
the girls are fighting, you guys. This is
That's what we do off camera all the fucking time.
Honestly,
I'm not lying.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean,
we used to fight a lot, even like,
We used to.
I mean, we still do, but it was more serious.
when did you guys were how old when you met? When you were little kids?
Ever since we were born, we know
Yeah.
we know each because
Those
our
are the
moms were best
best.
friends. Yeah,
Those
so.
are the best relationships to have in
And then,
life.
but we weren't very close.
We were not.
No,
That's why
like,
I'm
I would
like,
see
I used
her
to hate her when
once
we were.
a year, twice a year,
Yeah.
you know?
Uh-huh.
And then here in Houston, we became friends.
Yeah.
What was the change? Do you remember?
Houston. We're both in the same city and we just know each other.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it was like
So we
safety.
met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Safety.
okay.
Yeah, in our heads, it's like it's family already.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like
Might as well. Yeah.
might as well
Yeah.
be friends. But,
Exactly.
like, there was a connection.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, thank God that happened because then you guys wouldn't.
Yeah, there was
know.
no planning at all.
Yeah.
It was not in my plans.
It's good. No, I love she.
The best unplanned
Look,
planned.
She can say all the
Okay.
mean things to you. If you want to hear something nice about
Oh, she
you,
is
call
me
me
too.
because then she tells me all the
Okay.
nice things.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
your
good to
friends
know.
are mean to you, but they have nothing but nice things to say about
So
you,
true,
then it's
right?
like that's a good friend.
Yeah.
Maybe
I agree.
Yeah.
I
That's
agree.
how Bilal is. He
Yeah.
bullies the hell out of me, and then, oh, I love my sister. She's so amazing, and I'm like, you could have told me that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, he cannot.
It's nice to hear those things
Mm-hmm.
though. Like sometimes she'll be saying something and she's like, I don't want her to like
Hear it.
feel like her head gets big or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
She's like, let me hold it.
Can you just love me like normally?
Can we just be
Why-
friends?
Why do we have to do that?
Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah.
know. My brother does that, and it drives me up the wall because I hear him, and everyone is like, "Oh, your brother loves you," and I'm like, "Since when?" He thinks
Never
so
thought
highly of you. Yeah, he thinks so highly.
Socially only.
Yeah, literally.
He likes socially only.
Yeah. No, he's great though. Sometimes when you get those very few moments where they really,
Show
tell
you?
you
Yeah,
something
yeah.
nice, it means the world and it makes
So
up
true.
for
It's
it.
like you almost tear up, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't believe it.
It's very sentimental. I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
Yeah.
time. Usually on my birthdays, but it's
Oh, it's so cute.
The one day of
the
year.
one. My
She's
day.
like, I'm expecting something.
very
He,
like
I,
tough.
I can totally
Yeah.
agree. Like he's very not emotional,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but,
But that's
like
the best balance.
he's
It is the
so
best balance.
vibrant, but he's controlling
Yeah.
his emotions.
Yes, I'm not
Yes.
like that. I
No.
have the waterworks. I'll laugh all day. I'll cry all day. Like I'm very like that and very welcoming.
Same.
Yeah.
And he's that's
Yeah.
I am you and she
Yeah.
is my
Yeah.
brother. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very. But the few times he leans into me and tells me I'm doing a good job, I'm just like, oh my God,
I think you
really?
are. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you are. Really.
I hope so. It's crazy. The
Okay.
work is
If
crazy.
he is growing that much, then I'm sure
Thanks.
you guys are.
It's
doing
been
great.
insane. It's this whole journey has been something that I would have never imagined, but I'm
not
so
surprised.
thankful. Really?
I'm really not.
Why?
Because like he has a style that has a name. Like if I see his work, I'll know this is Bilal's. You know what I mean? Right away. So I feel like that's a brand.
That makes me happy.
Yeah. So
Yeah. He is. He's not like Houston.
yeah.
Nothing in Houston relates to him. And
Yeah.
even the stuff in LA and New York, like he always says,
Yeah. He has his own touch.
yeah, it's like you just don't find this anywhere. He's just
I agree.
special. He's such a special human
Which
being.
is different. It's
Yeah.
his design is definitely a brand. Like how he puts things together is his brand. Like
I
you
have
could
no idea.
you could give the same items to somebody else and it wouldn't look the same. You
It
know what I
doesn't
mean?
work. Yeah, you could
So-
give them to me and it wouldn't look the
so
same.
it's his brand. He's
Yeah.
just a designer.
I wish
He's a talented
I
designer.
wish I had his brain and I could look into I feel like it's the way I am with marketing. I can see it before it happens is him with interior design.
Yeah.
And I wish I had that, but it's sometimes he gets these crazy projects.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I look at him because it's my brother and I see, little Bilal and I'm like, can you do this? Like, do you need to call the client and back out of this? Every single time. Surprises me.
Yeah.
It goes above and beyond. And I'm like,
sure.
who came up with this?
Yeah.
Like, where did you get this from? Because I have no idea how he's like, I don't know. I could talk about him for hours.
Honestly, I walked with him about when he was deciding on the floor plans and I was like, wow. Like
It's
he was
natural.
telling me everything and I was imagining, I was like, wow, he already has this done.
He has a vision. It's
Yeah,
natural,
exactly.
you
The
know,
vision is
even,
so
He does
natural.
not question it. He knows exactly, which is
Yeah.
great, because if you do something different in a city that does not have much of like designers and stuff like that, that's the best thing. You grow so fast, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Houston. We really need that.
Seriously. And I love it. It's been a
Need
great
it.
response. I'm happy for everything that's happening.
Houston is very good for growth. I love Houston,
Yeah.
honestly. I feel
There's
like
so many opportunities.
the city never sleeps. There's always business. There are
True.
people moving here. Businesses are opening up. Like, it's just telling you that this is only the beginning to growth. I have another question.
Yes.
Have somebody ever broken your loyalty?
Yes.
Like stabbed you in the back? Really?
Yeah. It was.
Hmm.
I'm like, should we go into detail?
Really?
No, I
You can call
think-
them different names, label them different
Yeah.
things.
I think it was really, truly, it was many times in my school years.
Okay.
It was me trying to connect with all these different people and putting all of my faith. It's like putting all your eggs in one
Was
basket.
it high school or middle school?
Everything since
Okay.
elementary.
All school.
I've
Okay.
never connected with people my age, and it's so hard, and I don't know why it is. I don't know, because I feel like I try to be very open, and I try to make everybody feel comfortable and all, and it just never, I don't know. But I will remember the last it was my senior year. There was this one girl that I actually was friends with through all of high school, but we weren't best friends. Senior year, we became very close, and we were hanging out every day, driving her to school, driving me back from school. Like, we were inseparable. And it was just, I mean, I would do anything for her. And I thought, wow, like, it takes
That's
one
a very
person.
sensitive age also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're trusting of somebody in like senior year, high school, two girls, like it's just so deep, you know?
Yeah, it was everything, because I always wanted to have that like girl best friend.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that. It's
Of
whatever.
course.
And then she was I almost felt second option. I'm a smart girl, but I'm not the straight A 4.0 girl. I just wasn't that in high school. That wasn't my strong suit.
Yeah.
It was hers.
Yeah.
So she was very into that, and I always felt like she kind of put the other people who were similar to her in that sense above me always.
Gotcha.
And then it was time for college, and I remember I spent the last week, literally I slept at her house every day, packing her stuff with her, morning and night, like doing everything. She went to college and ghosted. I know. And then she came back from college for, I don't know if it was one of the breaks you have, hit me up. I was like, she apologized, we reconnected, went back to college, nothing.
Ghosted again.
And we've never talked since then. But I unfollow. I was like, done. I was like,
Yeah.
I am not going to emotionally keep like. So I love people. I love people. If I connect to you, and if we get on that level, like, I will be there forever. I will love you forever. I will do anything with you. Like, I'm just not a flaky person.
You'll invest in the
Yes,
person.
I invest in a person because I want them to also, in return, be there for me the way I'm being there for them. And it just, that friendship was the one that changed my mentality and was like, I need to be more selective with who I have around. And I need to not immediately dive into everybody. I need to take my time and really be loyal to myself first.
True.
Because I wasn't. I was very loyal to everyone, but not myself.
Yeah.
And then it just changed. And since then, I've been very happy. And the people I've attracted have been like you, amazing people like you, like wonderful, wonderful people that I just feel already could just join my life and we can keep going versus, detouring.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah. Oh, so many times.
Really?
Yeah. A lot. It's because when I was a kid, I did not know boundaries. So I would always just like let people do whatever they want, and I'm like always there for them, and they never show up for me, and I'm like, it's okay, I'll give them another chance, like, and I keep repeating the same thing until I was in high school, back in Jordan, and then I had a friend, and then we just it went really bad. We were like best friends for like 8 years. It was it was a long time. And it just went bad. Not going into any details, but like I was like, okay, I cannot be doing the same thing, repeating. I'm growing older. I'm no longer like a kid. And I was already going to architecture school when our friendship just
Stopped.
Wow. So, and
Did you talk about the stop or it just stopped?
Yeah, I went back to Jordan to like see them, all my friends and my family, and shit went really bad there, and we just like stopped talking. Yeah. And
Sorry.
Yeah,
How come
or-
I do
I
not know
like-
about this?
you know,
No. I probably have forgotten, but no, I can't.
you forgot.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we. Love. Her
Is it the
family.
same one that you were
Yes.
talking about?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Recently. Yes.
I
Okay.
love her family. I still care about her, like I wish her the best and everything. It's just that my trust has broken in people in that sense. And for the last 2 years of our friendship, it was going bad anyway. So I knew it was coming. I was just dragging it because I did not want to
To
let that
end.
person
Okay.
go. And I had known a lot of people during that time, but I would not open up. Thoraya
Even
is a
me
different
and her.
level. No,
What you
doesn't
mean.
like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was a bit different, but I agree. We did not open up at all at first. Like
Yeah.
we still had our own preserving type of shit.
Yeah.
So, recently I start to like trust people and stuff, and it also happens, but it happens on a different level. I catch it much faster. I don't let it drag for 8 years, 10 years, and
Yeah.
all that. 10 months, a year, it's
You
over.
know what kind of
Oh.
person.
Immediately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, before I used to hate the fact that it happened to me so many times because I'm like, there's something wrong that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But now I am glad because I don't even let it drag more than a month, a couple of weeks now. If I see the energy is not matching, I don't like you, there's something wrong with you, I trust my gut. And I'm like, that's it, cutting it off.
We're like the same person. I think you've explained my life better than I just that you just always we're the
Yeah.
same. I completely
'Cause
understand.
When you're emotional, it's
You get so sensitive and attached and,
and
you just
people take advantage of
yes.
that.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yes.
worst part. That's why I'm like, now I'm not like,
Yeah.
I'm making my brain work. My heart is on pause.
Yeah. Your 4 years of not trusting, I feel like I'm still in that phase of like you won't
Yeah.
for some reason on this podcast I'm spilling all the beans, but in real
That's what
life
we do.
like I literally
Yeah.
I won't because I
Yeah.
don't trust. I have a really hard time trusting girls, trusting friends, trusting new people in my life, and especially now with like Bilal's situation, it feels like what's
It's
your
more
intention?
responsibility.
Yes,
It
it's like
is.
I'd have to be careful with what I'm saying, what I'm letting you know,
Yeah.
what's going on. Also because evil eye, people that you could have known forever can give you the worst evil eye.
Yep.
Cannot be happy for you.
You know what I was listening to the other day? Like the source of evil eye comes from people who are super weak because they're not okay with accepting the change in your life. They're used to having you in their head, that person. They're so weak to accept letting you go and become better, like paint a different picture of you in their head. They just cannot.
They don't want to see you grow. They
Yeah.
want you to stay that same little person and
In their
never
head.
see you grow.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. As soon as you
They're
don't
comfortable.
benefit them, if you change in any type of way that does not benefit them, it's like, I must stop that.
Yeah.
Or
It's not. It's the.
It's not gonna benefit me at all.
Sometimes it's not the benefit. Sometimes, and what I've noticed from personal experiences, when your life is no longer relatable to them, when something amazing, if you get an amazing promotion, suddenly you're living your life a little bit different, doesn't work for them anymore. Then it's the resentment. Then it's the I want to do that, or I want to go here, or I want to, and it's just, and then it builds this, which is confusing to me because most of the time it was. When really incredible things happen in your life, I was always there. I was always number one fan supporting you. But now that something amazing's happening in my life, have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And I'm changing and I'm this and I'm that. When I still love and care about you the same, but you have changed on your own.
True.
You've built this situation in your head and it's just on your own timing. It's weird. It's the same. Something I noticed that a lot with was friendship, like long friendships I've had. When I started working, obviously, college time and all that, I always was going to do college and work. But when Bilal blew up, I really dove into my work. I mean, my work days are 8, 9 in the morning until 10, 11 at night, every single day. Like it's not up, but I love it. It doesn't feel like work. I love it. I'm happy.
It's passion.
That's the best thing. Yeah.
Like I'm doing what I love, but with that, I don't have time for friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't mean I don't love you or care. Like we keep trying to make lunch.
You just
plans.
have to understand your friends. If they appreciate your growth, they'll understand you don't have time for a lot of things that they want you to have time
Yeah.
for.
True.
If they cannot accept that, they're not really loyal. Again,
Yes.
loyal friends would make excuses for you because they see the growth and they know it takes time to grow.
It's like you have my location. You know I'm at the office from my life isn't relatable to yours because maybe you're only doing college. You're just a student. Not that that's any less work or anything
It's
like
just
that.
different time.
It's just different timings. You have more flexibility or X, Y, and Z. Factors change when your life goes one way and friendships go another way, or somebody else's life goes another way, and it doesn't relate anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they don't understand what you're going through. And
I feel like I had that more than stab in the back loyalty kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you know? Or like people talk shit behind my back
really,
and I hear it from other people and I'm like, how are we friends? Like, please, if you have something bad, just say it to me because I am mean and I say shit in front of you and I know I'm mean and I open the door for you to say it back to me. You know what I mean? So don't talk bad behind me.
yeah,
Like for me, it's these two. It's like people not accepting that I don't have time because of my schedule and people that talk shit behind your back and not in front of you. I feel like these
Yeah.
two things are what broke my previous,
Yeah.
loyalty kind of chains. It's just
I feel like a real
I hate that.
friend would
Yeah.
never. If something is going wrong in your friendship, they would sense it and immediately, hey, really
talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about
That's
it.
it,
Let's
yeah.
get lunch. Let me come to your house for 20 minutes. Let's talk. That's what I would do.
yes.
Versus, oh, I'm just going to build this resentment and I'm going to tell everyone in the world my problems except for
Yes,
you. It doesn't make sense to me.
exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
This is how I just feel. This is the different connection, and maybe I am a little more mature than
Yeah.
other
I'm
people
telling
my
you,
age because
yes.
it never happens like that.
Yeah.
I hear what there's, and the thing about me also is if I consider you my friend and somebody says, Thoraya said, this and this about you. I'm like, no, she didn't.
Yeah.
I don't
Let's call
believe
her.
you. Let's
Put her
call
on
her right
speaker.
now. Like,
Let's do this gang shit.
I don't believe because I have so much trust in my friends. Then when
Yeah.
it turns out to be true and I'm like, well, why didn't you just tell me how
Yeah.
you were feeling and we could fix it?
True.
But it's already too late now.
No.
Now that you've like
Once it's broken, it cannot be fixed.
yeah, no, because
Once I
it's-
come and tell you, yo, I heard this and it's confirmed, okay, it's done.
cut the cameras,
Yeah,
it's done.
it's
Thank
done.
you. Have a nice life.
we can be nice, but it's done. It's never the same.
yeah.
And
I can still see the glue.
yeah, it always bothers me how people think that you really can fix every single shit that happens. It's like if you broke the trust and I know that you're not loyal to me. If you do it one time, you're going to do it 10,000 times after that.
Yes.
Nothing is going to stop you because you did it one time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it, but that just like talking shit behind someone's back or saying something that you should be talking to your friend about
Yeah.
Yeah.
behind their back, it just does not make sense to me. You always have to like communicate it with the one person that you feel something about. Like
Yeah.
you don't end up just talking shit to everyone because at that point you don't have a problem with the person. You just want attention from people.
You
100%.
you
know?
have a problem
You
with
want-
them
yeah.
and you want somebody to validate your problem.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, if
There
you're
is no
not
other
fixing it
reason.
with the person. You're just like out and about and wanting people to
Yeah.
feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
You
And
want somebody to relate to you.
I do that with even the closest people to me. Like even if family, even if somebody from my family comes and tells me, yo, I have this problem with this person, I'm like, I cannot judge this. I need to hear the other person's story. Like I am to that point. I cannot judge a situation from one side. I don't care. Even if it's like the closest people to me.
Even if
Because
it's-
I know stories can be told differently from each side. So I need to hear everything.
no, you're fine.
I feel like I
yeah.
wouldn't be loyal to myself if I give my opinion without, hearing both sides. We
I
have a
am-
guest.
Coco.
Yeah.
Sweet little baby.
I swear she's so adorable, guys.
She's very
so
not
happy
just because
and
she's our
calm.
dog. It's just like I love her. I'm obsessed.
She's a sweetie girl.
Yeah, she's my favorite doggy.
She is a sweetie.
Yeah,
pie.
so
booty. I have a secret language with Coco, our dog. I just speak a
You
third
kinda don't wanna
language,
know it.
unknown,
What
unknown,
is it?
unknown. It has its own dictionary. Exactly.
Just some
Like-
random shit.
Hachabacha,
Yes. Oh, baby. I have heels. I don't wanna-
hachabuchi,
Actual
kachabuchi.
language out there.
It's
Oh,
just
please.
saying some random
If I'm saying some bad words, I'm sorry. It's just like an unknown language that I do with my dog.
It's
just to
such
play
a
with
pet
her.
owner thing.
Yeah.
You have to be a pet. It's just my baby. You should
Yes.
hear them. But when you raise the voice and you just say their name instead of being like, would you, you're like, Coco. It's
She knows the difference.
She knows. They all know.
She's looking
knows.
at
Do
you like, what did
I'm
I do?
calling you?
Yeah, she knows.
What a pretty
Okay.
girl.
I
She's
have a
very smart.
question.
Yes, baby girl.
What are 3 things that you guys think would help you prove that this person is loyal to you?
Mm. 3 things.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Like being able to talk about everything. You know what I mean? Being honest, complete honesty. If you hate something that I'm doing, bro, tell me. I hate this, and I'll probably get hurt, not gonna lie. But then I'm okay, I will commit.
Yeah.
And then honesty for me is something very big. Okay. If we are sitting with strangers, okay? People that you don't know, and I'm arguing something, you better be with my side, even if I'm wrong. We exit out, you think I'm bullshitting, you tell me, yo, you were bullshitting.
Yes. 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 Yes.
This is very important.
You are a fighter. You are
Exactly. So be by my side.
often.
If I'm bullshitting, tell me outside.
I like that. Okay. She's
And just wanting good things for me. Like these 3 things is simple.
Yeah.
This is what I can think of right now.
I don't know. I don't know if I
It could be
have
one big thing to you. It doesn't have to be.
to know if somebody is loyal to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the biggest thing, I think communication is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can tell me anything
Yeah.
and you can open up to me without like expecting me to open up to you, I think is you feel comfortable enough with me to do that, I think is cool. I also really love to watch the way people talk about other people in their life, whether I know them or not. If you talk about your friends like they are a gift God sent you directly, okay, I
Exactly.
see your vibe, I see your energy. But if you are like, oh, this girl did this, and how long have you known her? Oh, my whole life. Oh, we're best friends. She lives with me. We're this. We're that.
my God.
I'm like, if you're talking about the closest people in your life to someone you don't really know that well, I can only imagine how you're gonna go talk about me. So that's
100%.
yeah. I don't like that game
Yeah.
because it's not.
I
for
just
me.
sit down and think in my head, oh my God, this is going so bad.
No,
I'm just
yeah.
like entertaining, but I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah, I remember when
Seriously.
we had our lunch. We went to lunch and
Yeah.
we were talking about whatever. I knew it anytime that because we were getting deep and we were opening up or whatever.
Yeah.
We were just talking about different things and
And we also
hardship.
knew of mutual people.
Yes.
So we had something to talk
Connection,
about.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we both had a mutual connection to this one person
Yeah.
that is no longer a
Yeah.
part of our existence
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But it was like it was so peaceful because I'm not like, oh my God, I hate her. She's ugly. She's awful. Da, da, da. I'm not that person and neither is she. And it was very refreshing because I wanted to bring it up because I knew she knew who I was talking about.
yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to see how she was going to react because in my opinion, it was, worse on your end in that whole
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
still graceful, still wishing the best and all
Yeah.
that. And that's just like,
Yeah.
yes, like
Yeah.
I respect that. I love that. And
Don't get me wrong. I resent a lot of people, but you have your own life. Like, you know what I mean?
Why
I don't
waste
care.
energy?
I
Yeah.
still resent you.
Yeah.
I'm not around you, so go,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. For me, I'm just gonna try not to see your face.
yeah, avoid.
Exactly. Avoid you.
Yeah.
So don't bring that energy to myself. Because also having resentment is not something to be proud about. It takes energy from you, you know? But sometimes you just have resentments. That's part of being a human. You like people and you don't like people.
I mean, to expect that you're going to get along with every person
Exactly.
in this world is
Yeah.
like not realistic.
No.
But it's also the energy you're putting out into the universe because
You get it back.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like if you put bad energy, you get it back.
yeah.
I don't care what you do.
Definitely.
No matter how you paint it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Your
I would have to say same thing, like honesty. If I can tell you in front of your face what's going on and you are not going to take it the wrong way and you're actually going to appreciate me in that way, I'm like, okay, she's not talking behind my back. I can
Exactly.
always feel comfortable to go talk to you about it. And then another thing is if I feel, I had the thought, but I lost it.
That's okay.
You have 3.
Yeah.
Give me one. Give me 1 second. I'm not the type of person that I ask people for help. Like not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, you're just like that. She's
I
like, oh my
feel
God,
like-
I want to ask for something, but she doesn't want to. Like, you just don't.
Why?
You
Well-
feel like you are a bother to people.
Yes,
I think that's
feel
what you
like
feel.
I don't want to bother people a lot of the time. Like I mean, Soraya is like
Yeah.
the closest.
Yeah.
Can I
to me.
ask you
But
a
I don't care.
question?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we really had the same experiences when we were younger. Is it probably because when you were younger, you were there for everyone and they were never there for you? So now you just don't want to even,
Maybe.
you don't even want to like expose yourself to the possibility that someone wouldn't be there for you. Because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
just like, it
Could be.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. I don't like to be
A burden, maybe.
a burden, and I don't like to ask for help, like at all. I got it. Like I changed
For
my own
everything?
tires.
Oh, everything.
I ain't asking for no.
I mean, when she told me this, I was like, you can do everything in this life.
everything. And
Did
this
this
everything.
happen? You had
girl,
to change?
yes.
Really?
I changed it 3 times.
You did
Called
what?
Triple A.
No. I just
You
do
changed it perfectly?
Yeah, perfectly. But I struggle.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
gonna
okay.
lie. Like I put the thing, I don't know what you call it in English, and I have to go on top of it and step on it and like
The
let it
lifter,
fall,
I think.
and then
Yeah.
and then just go on and on and on.
Honestly,
and let it out, and
I'm
then
telling
change
you.
it, and
I don't know how
have
to
a
do
blast.
this. I'm always calling the insurance.
Better than me. I'm all my boyfriend, Bilal, my boyfriend, my mom,
She's
my
like,
dad.
everyone. But somebody's going to help me right now.
I said somebody has to figure this out. I don't know what I'm
Everybody has to know.
But
Yeah.
also, there is also a part of me because we were only girls, like me and 3 sisters. So, and my dad has always taught us to like be independent and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, I've always like had this mindset that I have to be like knowing how to do everything on my
Yeah.
own and survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though my dad is still here, he is always very supportive. But like still, but like going back to the same thought is like if I know that I can rely on you and be like I need you and you show up, I know that you're loyal to me.
Yeah.
Like like Thoraya on my thesis, I don't ask people for nothing. I called Thoraya and I was like, I need you to come here and bring water and dates and baklava and stuff for my
I
professors.
had no idea what's going on. I was like,
Thoraya
cool.
was dressed up, was there with every single thing that I told her to bring. And she was getting mud on her clothes. Like literally she had a white shirt and she was cleaning stuff, carrying cardboard.
I mean, it wasn't about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
And
there to
that's-
help.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
part that I was like, this person, and we've been friends for a long time, but on that day I was like, this person, I can one day if I need something, I can still call and be like, I need your help. You know what I mean? But I don't do that. So unless I can rely on you and I still can call you and need your help, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And then also being happy for me if I have achieved something and you
True.
show that you're very happy for me and you do your best to celebrate me and do, you know what
Yeah,
I
because
mean?
like sometimes
Yeah.
also you do
That
really good,
shows.
but then you are not happy. You're not
Exactly.
satisfied.
Exactly.
So if somebody in your circle is not giving you the vibe that is gonna cheer you up, it's gonna be toxic
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like seriously. So you need somebody to be happy for you, even if you're not as happy as them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just to cheer you up.
Yeah.
To
You need somebody
Yeah.
in your corner
exactly
to make you realize that these are special moments in your life
yeah.
and you shouldn't diminish
and it's
them.
valid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
That
those
is
are my
such a sweet story.
It is.
I love.
It is. I almost forgot about it.
I'll never.
She's like,
Yeah.
this is the most important
And also,
part.
I was sick. and
I was enjoying that
she
day. That was one
hugging
of my
me
favorite.
and
But
stuff.
yeah,
Really?
I was enjoying it. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
It was a very good thing.
It's because I really don't help a lot of people. I don't. But when I do, ooh, I feel so good. You know what I
Yeah?
mean? So I enjoy it so much.
Good.
I have to do it, you know?
It
I
makes
feel like
you
a
feel
super
good.
woman.
You are.
Because I don't do it a lot. Honestly, I don't have a big circle. And sometimes if you're not in my circle, I don't help. Like I don't really. If you don't
Yeah.
ask me, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But if you're in my circle, even if you don't ask me, I'm gonna help. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just different. So my circle is very small. I don't help a lot of people, but when I do, it's pretty meaningful. If I can, if I can't, I'm like, let me see who can help you.
Yeah, but that,
let me
but
call somebody.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That's part of it. If you can't take
Yeah.
if you can't take it on, you at least are like, okay, but I'm still helping because I'm gonna give you somebody
Yeah,
who I know can.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
That's an amazing friend. You guys are wonderful friends and people.
Yeah. We already know.
Oh,
See, that's the part that
that's
she just does not.
We're
fucking
like
show it.
wholesome, and she's like, yeah, I know, I'm a good friend. You don't have to.
I mean,
not even wasting.
you
my
gotta know
energy
if you're a
on
bad
talking
one.
about this bullshit anymore. I take
funny.
everything that I said back.
Oh, do you know what else? I
Yeah.
feel one of the things that I thought that I just came to my mind. The way you spend time or I spend time with people tells me a lot about if they're loyal to me or not. If you're only with me when we go to nice dinners or get our nails done
I
or
really want to clap for you right now. this is some good shit. Yes.
when you're like when we're spending money and living like the really
on my happy days.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yes.
when you're just there for the happy days. But if I can just come to your place in my pajamas, it's my
Exactly.
favorite thing to do.
Exactly.
We just go to the gas station, get some snacks, we watch a movie, sleep over, no sleep over, leave, like whatever. That's it. But if it's every time only in my highs or every time only in my lows, like we never do anything fun and it's kind of like we're in this weird stagnant place is also not good.
True.
But having people that only just want to be with you in good times is something that
It's scary.
yeah, it's very weird because it you can never get like how personal can you get in a nail salon? How personal can you get at
True.
dinners or
True.
shopping or
True.
you know, you just I mean you can get personal to a level, but it's never going to be the same as we're in our jams.
Yeah.
We have face masks on and we're just really this was my week and this was your
True.
week and
It has to
you
be a
know.
balance between the two.
Yeah.
If it's just one way or the other, it's kind
It
of
never works.
it doesn't work.
It never.
yeah. I
No.
feel like people who usually, of course, you're gonna have more people to think about when you're celebrating something. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to celebrate. You know, but on your down days, half of those people you're not gonna even think about. You know what I mean? Because you
No.
already know there's no way. You know.
Yeah.
So it is life. You just have less people that you are close to.
Yeah.
I like it like
adult.
this, honestly. Yeah,
Yeah.
adulting.
You're being an adult relationship, which is interesting because when I growing up, my parents were very social. So they had a lot of friends and we'd go to a lot of like parties and these things, you know, and their friends had kids. So they were very social. But as I'm like, how? I
Same.
could not. I'm like, how did you
Same.
just
Yeah.
meet people and the next day we're at their house for dinner? I would never.
I
I'd
don't.
love to ask actually. Number one red flag for friends for a long time and like new friends.
New friends, if they're talking bad about their friends, I'm like, that's an immediate no. The biggest red flag. And it's so easy. Like, seriously, give me 5 times. I'll hang out with you 5 times. I'll know exactly what you're going to talk about, you know? And then friends for future, ambitious. Like, I like people who dream big, not realistic. I don't want anybody realistic.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Let's go big.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like those were mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah. And you?
I would have to say, on a short term, if someone just is like getting too much into my business, like too much trying to know about my personal life, I'm like, you're not at that stage. Back up.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. That's a creepy
know our
vibe.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Because I'm private as hell. Like, I don't like to show anything about my life. I don't want to share. I keep things to myself. So it's like, for you to like try to know everything about me is like, what are you gonna do with that information? Like,
Yeah.
like give us some time for us to like know each other and let it flow naturally. But for you to force the hell out of me to tell you what's going on in my life,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not at that spot. So sit right there. Not you, but like
I know what you mean.
on a long term, I feel like if the energy shifts, if the person energy just shifts out of nowhere, they don't show up for you anymore as much as they used to, if they don't open up to you as well, if they don't, you know, like different things, if the energy shifts a little bit, to me, I'm like, something is suspicious, something is going on,
Suspicion.
you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like
That.
it when energy shifts. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I'm-
one of the things
yeah.
that I really hate the most. Is like when the energy shift is like, okay, now we have to talk about it. And then how about if you're not an old enough to talk about it? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you can talk about it and the other person be like,
It's also hard because sometimes it's stuff you just can't change. Like, you change as a person, and sometimes it is weird.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no crazy fight, there's no nothing, but it's just we're now different people.
yeah,
And it
different
just doesn't
lives.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work, doesn't align.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, that's the only.
Also, I have one last question before we end this. Do you believe in friendships forever? I know you said you don't. You have family forever. But do you believe that you could meet somebody and they can be in your life forever as a friend?
150%.
Okay, nice.
I am open to anything and everything. I'm open for the right intention.
Nice.
If there is somebody, like for me right now, I know I don't have time to be the best friend. Like, I don't have time to show up in my friendships, and
Yeah.
I will communicate that all day, every day. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very open with you about that whenever we talk
Yeah.
about plans.
True.
But if somebody is in it for the long haul and they're almost on the same as me, like, if it happens, it happens. If not, still thinking about you, love you, praying for you, all that
Exactly.
stuff, I'm happy. Like, and
Exactly.
you are staying with me through this time, and you're there to celebrate, and you know, we connect in little moments, and then when the day comes and you're still there, you've always been the supporter for me.
Exactly.
I'm happy and I'm open to receiving it. I think that it's never too late to start over in your life. It's never too late to make changes, and it's never too late to find the perfect people for you. I think I'm still waiting to find my perfect group of people.
True. I feel like we always think that it's too late, but we're so young. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, every time I think about it, I feel like I've seen people in their 60s make a change. I seriously follow somebody who is an 80 who just broke up with her partner for 4 years. And she looks amazing. And she is okay with starting over and finding love.
You have to do
And
it
I was
sometimes,
so happy. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, it was one of the nicest things that I seen this whole week. I was
It's
like, this is
never-
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like and it's something with my parents that I see where I mean, as you get older, you get stuck in your ways. Like, this is a normal thing. But then staying there and not allowing yourself to have those big dreams because you're an adult and you have X, Y, and Z responsibility. It's like, no, You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to start a new business venture, if you want to start a new hobby, if you want to change your life in fitness or mental health or whatever it may be, never too late.
Never.
You want to pack up and move to a different state, do it. Different country, do it. Like, it's just, don't limit yourself, because our time here is so,
It's very limited.
you just don't even know if you're going to make it to the end of the day.
Yeah. True.
So why? Why would you, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. You're right.
I always want to be crazy and do crazy stuff, but what stops me is like, I love my life. You know what I mean? It's like, if I do something crazy and lose it, yes, I'll be hurt. So I have something meaningful to me that I can't let go of. So I feel like I used to be crazier back then when I was a kid.
What
I
is
never
crazy?
cared. Like, I would take the craziest routes, not think about what's gonna happen. Like, everything that I used to do, I'm like, whoa, if somebody comes up to me and tells me do this now at this age, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
And I used to do them when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. And I
Yeah,
was like,
you've grown so
"Ooh,
much.
I have so much to lose now. There is no way I'm doing that." You know what I mean?
You know, I don't, because I was never
Okay.
wild.
I was wild. I'm chill now.
No, I wish I was. Well, I don't know.
No, I feel like it's going to come at the right time. Everybody goes through wildness in their life.
Yeah.
You will have that wild era.
I hope so. And I hope it's really fun, and I hope it's safe.
And sometimes it passes, then you think, oh, that was wild.
Really.
But when you're living it, you're like, nothing is wild about this. But when it passes,
Yeah.
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
that was wild.
Just all those teenage crazy experiences didn't have. And I didn't want to or anything like that. But I'm just now, as I'm getting older and my priorities are shifting a little bit, I'm such a homebody. Like, getting me
The first time we met, you told me that you always thought that when you get older, you're going to have more fun.
Yeah.
And so
Now
that's
I'm older
probably
and I
it.
still stay home.
Staying home is not bad. People keep saying like staying
It's
home is bad.
not.
It's really not.
I have so much fun by myself.
Look,
Like,
if you tell me let's go to this place,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to research the vibe, and if it's a vibe that fits with my vibe that day, that night, then I'm
Yes.
down. If not, it's always my home.
yeah.
Like, I would rather stay home,
I would
not waste my energy.
You know why? The world is a terrifying place. And growing up as a girl,
Mm-hmm.
now young woman, and my parents not being American, it's just instilled. You
Of
have
course.
to be extra cautious. You have to be extra careful. You have to
Mm-hmm.
always, if sometimes
It's right. It's right.
It's correct.
Yes.
When we're leaving work at 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
and Bilal is, oh, I need gas. I'm going to go to gas. What?
He can. You can't.
I can't. I would never even dream. I would call him to come meet me at the gas station if it was an emergency. I would
Yes.
not. It's
Which is
just
right.
a different world.
Yeah.
Like, things are changing, and it's a lot harder for me to go out and enjoy myself in large public settings because I'm nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just, it's scary.
I swear, like when I started driving at 16 to like 21, I was out and about at night alone as a girl.
Really?
Driving alone, putting gas alone, doing things midnight alone. I don't know how I was not scared. Now, I'm like, no way. I wouldn't even go to Target at night.
Your daughter is going to give you a heart attack.
No way. Oh, God.
Yes.
I don't know. And I was never scared doing all these things, not even scared. But now that I know what could happen, I feel like the more you know about the world, the scarier it is to you,
Yes.
you know? So I just don't do any of that. I seriously put gas only when the sun up.
What age?
After 21.
Really?
22, I think. Or after COVID.
COVID
One of
changed
those things.
everybody.
Yeah, I think after COVID.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it just,
Yeah.
we all became very like socially awkward, kind of like. Yeah,
Honestly,
true.
one of the busiest cities in America is Houston.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do go out at night and it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And it's so busy on certain highways and exits.
True.
And I'm like, ooh, it's still early. I love this. But it's like certain places. And that makes me happy because like it reminds me of before COVID, I guess. You know, it's like, okay, my day would never end early.
Yeah.
It always ends super late.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't trust people nowadays, so I'm too scared. I don't
feel
do
like
that.
Things are just now kind of getting back to normal after COVID.
I think so too.
It took a really long time, like longer than expected. And I still see people with masks and all that. But I just got really comfortable at home. It's very hard for me to want to do the glam and the hair and the outfit and go to dinner and all that. Every once in a while is so much fun.
Exactly.
Like, drinks with the girls, fun, let's go.
Which is
have a nice
healthy.
dinner.
I don't think it's bad. I feel like
Yeah.
it's very healthy. This is how you become peaceful and you are comfortable with sitting with yourself and knowing exactly what you want in this life. It's very healthy. If you are somebody that hangs out every night, bro, don't even come close to me, please. I know you are fucked up in the head. Like seriously, that's
Like,
one
I'm trying
of
to
the red
avoid
flags.
yourself.
If
Yeah,
I see you
yeah.
hanging out every night, don't come and talk to me. I know exactly what kind of person you are. I already have. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I stereotyped you.
The people that I see like on stories, they're out and about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, what do you do during the day? At the end of my day, I shower, I go to sleep, I'm done. I don't even have energy to put on Netflix. How are you at the clubs every single night? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I'll
I'll never get it.
I don't understand. Do you know that that influencer Alex Earl? You know how her life is or when she blew up, she was very in college, and that was.
And I
her
feel
life.
like her time is very limited. People like that are very limited. I've been seeing it. Like social media is been proven. When you are up, you're gonna do everything, and then poof, down.
Really, I feel like that's when
But
creators.
it's also good. You know, it's like, okay,
you can't
let me
be in that stage for your entire
yeah,
life.
it's like you get burned out anyway. So
yeah.
it is
that's
good.
when they start their businesses. Or
Yeah,
they have
exactly,
families,
exactly.
and it's just a natural progression. Everybody's life goes in different times and all that stuff.
What were you gonna say about her crazy life?
That's the stuff that I could never ever relate to or
Yeah, me
want
too,
to.
I don't.
It looks like a fever dream to me to like. Do you know who she is? Okay, she was this girl who was in. Where did she
Miami
go?
University.
Miami University. And her TikToks would be her getting ready for the night. Then she would go party until 5, 6 in the morning. Then
go
she
to
has
class.
a flight go to class.
Yeah.
Then she has to go to the airport like 30 minutes after her class. It's just the last minute, like you're almost late. You're almost that. I need a plan.
Like she's consistently doing something super fast. You know, all the time. It's like. She's doing that on purpose because that's a brand. Like she's
yes,
branding
sense.
herself
Okay.
to be that messy girl that is always almost late.
Okay. No,
She started a podcast, Hot
yeah.
Mess.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
a hot mess. That's her brand. It's a
I-
hot mess. She reminds me of Call Her Daddy so much.
That's okay. Call her daddy.
It's like a copy paste.
Alex Earl started a like media production company called Unwell, and she's signing a bunch of creators to do podcasts with her. Alex Earl is one of those creators. So Alex Earl started her I like
Mess.
study everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
study all the marketing.
Yeah.
She started this podcast
It's
under her
interesting.
company or partnered or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's really a play on that brand. But then I watch them. And I'm not an avid watch. I don't even think I follow Alex Earl, but
Yeah.
I obviously
But
am
you
in this
watch
space.
every now and then when
Yes.
it comes to you. Yeah.
I see everybody and I see, what people's content is looking like these days.
Yeah.
And I watch it and I'm just like, she's young. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is her life right now.
Yeah.
What will this brand look like when she's 40? What will this
Maybe
brand
she'll be
look
done.
like? But it can't end. When your career, I mean, don't get me wrong. Influencers, they make the most ridiculous amount of money I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So maybe they are good, you know,
Yeah.
for the rest of the life
Yeah.
if they spend it wisely and they put it in the right places. But a lot of them don't, and a lot of them have to maintain it for so long. And but I also think it's interesting because she could do an incredible rebrand as she gets older, and I'm excited.
Maybe
to
that's
see.
the plan.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
feel like I'm sure she works with people from LA. I'm sure. Like most of her crew, people who take care of her PR, she probably has 2-3 people, honestly, because sometimes you always think that these people work with 1,700 people, but it's usually 3-4 people that handle everything. And it is a lot of work, but they build a plan for you. Like, yes, this is where it's a hot mess, and for you to get a lot of people and be hyped up, and then we can rebrand. It's safe, you know?
It was very relatable. Well, not every, but most of the college students lived their life the way Alex Earl did.
Or if they didn't, this is what they wanted.
Yeah.
You know, because she's also rich. You can't do that if you do not have money.
Yes.
Like, she lived the life of, I'm a rich girl in the university, have a lot of money, you know what I mean? Always doing fun things. So you can either relate to that or watch it because you don't have it, because this is what luxury is. People like luxury and invest so much money into luxury. It's because things that they cannot have. So it's nice to look at sometimes.
Social media is just a big escape. Everyone wants to live vicariously through other people.
Exactly.
And that's why these people grow. It's relatability. It's, you know, I have always wanted that. Not me, but I've, you know, someone could say, I've always wanted that college experience I see on TV. You know, that's not a real college experience, but Alex Earl is having that experience.
So you think it's real.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to follow along and see what her life is looking like.
Yeah.
But within that, you know, it goes very different for how it's received. But I think I'm excited. The marketing brain inside of me is itching to see what she does with it. Like, I'm just like, okay, you've made it. You've grown this massive platform. You're dating.
I think she is like one of the top now.
Yeah,
right?
she has. Forbes released a creator, like their highest creators of the year.
But you know, you can purchase that. Forbes. You can purchase spot in Forbes. You pay, I feel like 30,000, 35,000, something
Really?
like that. Yeah.
I don't know if this was purchased because it was the highest creator, like the biggest creators of the year.
Okay.
And they were going through, and they did personal interviews. Monet Mitchell, something, I don't know her last name, was in it. A lot of new creators that we're seeing was in it.
I did see that list.
I thought it was interesting because some of them disclosed their earnings of the year and some of them didn't.
Yeah.
And I thought that was wild because, you know, the ones that didn't were making insane money.
Exactly.
Insane money. But
that's scary because taxes come and you're like, oh,
you have no idea.
Some of it is cash. Some of it is like, you can't say it out there.
It's insane. But
and with social media money, like, creators' money is so crazy to tax. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of money, but it's also a lot of expenses to be a creator. It's not cheap to be a creator. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes equipment, it takes editing, it takes a lot of energy. But nowadays, it's like, I feel like it's going to get more regulated.
It's
because
so
a lot of
saturated.
people are doing it. Yeah.
Yes, it's so saturated. You could give a 12-year-old a freaking phone and they would edit you something like a movie.
100%.
But it makes sense that this industry has so much money because
it's the future. I mean,
this is how you market. You don't buy billboards anymore. You don't buy you don't paint your face on the side of a bus anymore. It's creator marketing because creators go on TikTok. Girlies, you are gonna love this lip gloss. It changed my life. Boom, it sold out.
True.
Like, this is any company, any brand. If you're not online, if your presence isn't online, then you might as well not have a company or a brand. Because
so true.
This is it. Fast, accessible. You want to see somebody else try it first before you do it, and then it's like, it's amazing. I could talk about this forever. This is
true.
Like my life.
But the other day, I met with somebody who does custom suits. Okay, they have 0 stores, 0 budget for marketing. They make $13 billion.
Huh?
What?
Yes, already.
How?
Just clientele, period.
Oh my goodness.
Custom
In Houston?
suits. They're nationwide.
Okay.
Yeah.
One person, or is it
It's one
company?
company. They have salespeople. The salespeople, like, one of the salespeople was telling me about it, and I was like, "Wait, what?" He's
13
like,
million or billion?
13 billion,
With a
billion, billion. And
My
I
goodness.
think
I
they
thought I heard
are.
it wrong.
No.
I think they are 9 years old only. Something like that.
goodness.
Yeah. Even Restoration Hardware does all of their furniture materials from them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
That is.
I already forgot the name, but I have to Google it. But yeah, that's what they do.
So
He was
interesting.
telling me everything, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. He's like, everybody that I'm working with is referral. Everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I would love to meet the CEO.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have a
exactly,
conversation and
exactly.
learn. Because I also feel like this market,
It's
online-
luxury. This
Yeah.
is why, like,
Quality. Yeah.
I feel like the more luxury, the quieter it is. It's like you barely hear anything about it because it's luxury and it's expensive. They
Exactly,
already make money, so much money from one piece. You know what I mean? Because of the final touches and the whole like being quiet about it. You
It's
know,
the
so
name. It's
yeah.
the name. It's I do this all the time. We if we're shopping or we're in the malls or I see new collections come out, I'm like, if you slapped a Forever 21 logo on some of this shit,
It would never
it
sell.
would not sell.
Thank you.
It is
Yeah.
so insane to me what people are getting away with for thousands of dollars
Yes.
because it is a brand name. That I've never agreed with. Like I'm just like that's not my thing.
Yeah, that's what I think about celebrity brands, like
Really?
famous people brands and stuff like that.
Do you
I'm like,
have any that you like or any that you really don't?
I only liked Kylie makeup when it first started. It was really good. I cannot deny it. Her lip liners were amazing. Her highlighters were nice. Some of her lip collections were nice. Same thing with KKW. I feel like these were the biggest, you know, releases. But also Skims. I do
Skims.
like Skims, but now I feel like since I know who they belong to, if I don't support the person, I cannot support the brand. So I feel like it's safer for brands to really shy away from the face, because if that face does something bad, it's like
Yeah.
you're not gonna like the brand. You know what?
Yeah.
Especially now that we have so many options.
Yeah.
Like if I don't buy your things, there are so many other
They're
brands
dupes,
that are
they're
doing exactly the
cheaper,
same.
they're-
Exactly.
yeah.
Even better, there are like brands. You know, name of brands: Dior, Versace, YSL. Everybody
Yes.
does makeup. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would buy those instead if I don't like you. You know?
Yeah.
It's about the same money. It's the same thing. It's probably better quality, but I
Yeah.
just buy it for your name. So yes, the name's so important, but it's not always.
It's not everything.
No, it's not.
Do you have any brands that you are watching that you love or that you hate? Celebrity brands?
Not really.
Nothing. Are you a avid online shopper?
Yeah, but like specific things. Like I have things that I like. I was telling you on one of the episodes. Like I love low dunks, the Nike. Like very specific things that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I shop from. I don't like get really obsessed with like.
You're not like a Kylie Jenner looks so beautiful, I'm going to buy her products because I want to look good. Okay.
And
good.
I honestly hate the entire family, so I don't
Really?
support them at all. Before even I know who they support or what kind of people they are, I just don't.
Really?
Never felt like
Simpson never liked the pop culture stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't
Good.
like those people.
I
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a very different, it's like a world away. That whole industry it's very
I feel like it's so
tricky.
different. Like
Yeah.
every category in that is so different.
every
you know.
aspect of lifestyle for anybody in that pop culture or celebrities or whatever, it's just not relatable.
Yeah.
It's not, and maybe they haven't always been that way or they haven't always lived that sort of life, but now it's almost like you don't even remember, you know?
True.
That's insane. Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it.
For
That's
this
my
episode.
First podcast ever.
I love this.
I had so much fun, you guys.
Thank you for being
so
here,
much.
honestly.
Thank
Glad
you
that
for
you joined
having
us
me.
today.
Of course.
Really, this is the most fun ever.
Maybe we
I
can do
love-
it later on
I hope
again
so.
for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Miss Blue, we'll coordinate. We'll be
Yeah.
like matching.
Honestly, we can if you want to. Won't hurt your eyes. Woo, one color.
much red.
It's like emo, it's like preppy, and then it's like tomorrow.
Honestly, I dress how I feel the morning of dressing
Yeah.
up, or like sometimes the hour of putting up the outfit. I'm like, this is how I'm feeling, and this is how it is, and that's it for today.
That's it for
That's
today.
it.
That's
The
it.
most random way we end the fucking episode. Every
It's
single
always like
time.
this. I love
So
it.
y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
Monday.
Best time.
Bye.